Hello everybody, Hugz here and welcome to Farming Simulator 25. We are in Memphis, Tennessee, and I intend to start a brand new farm here. Fresh start. It's been a while. I've really been wanting to get back into the farming, so that's what we're going to do today. And just look at this place. It looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to dig in. Now, being that this is a fresh start, we do start with some equipment, which I am going to have to take a look at, and we start with some property too. So let's see here. We have 3 fields, 4, 9, and 55, along with 15, 10, and 66, but those look like just where our stuff is, maybe our farmhouse and some other equipment where we can store our goods and etc., etc. Ooh, what do we have over here? A chicken coop as well. Okay, cool. I didn't know that was there. So yeah, we got to go through. First thing that's really striking me, these fields are massive. Jeez, man. How big is 55? 22.62 acres. What about 9? 30.12 acres. Oh boy. Okay, we got some big fields here. That's going to be a lot to harvest. I'm a little nervous about that. See, this is more my speed. 4.79 acres, 13.34. We may end up selling these big fields at some point and downsizing to something a little more manageable, at least for now, until we get some bigger combines and harvester heads and whatnot. Because let me see, how much is this worth? 228,000 just for that one field. 304. Okay, we have like a lot of money worth of fields here. But what I really want to check out is the equipment. What equipment do we have? Okay, so it looks like the first thing we got here is the 8810 white. Okay, cool. I like that tractor. It's a good one. We have, what do we have here? Triple hopper, Load King Distinction. And to pull it, we have the International Transstar 2. Okay, so I'm pretty familiar with these pieces of equipment so far. What do we got over here? Truffler TGA 560. Okay, I don't think I've ever used this before. Not sure that I'm gonna need it either, but we'll see. Oh, we've also got a plow. Okay, an Agro Maz POV 5XL. Got it. And that seems to be it for this barn. Let me open up all these doors. Let some light in. Ah, beautiful. What? Well, this one just goes out into a field of grass. How about this door? Do you even open? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, beautiful. Is there a little door? Yeah, here we go. 2 more doors. A lot of doors in this place. A lot of doors. And there's one door right here. Okay, who put that there? That seems a little bit off, but all right, the hunt continues for our next piece of equipment. Oh, hang on. We found it right here. We've got a Massey Ferguson MF 8570 header. Okay, got it. Not crazy about this header, if I'm being honest. Not crazy about it at all. It's very small, and I'm assuming that since we have this header, we're going to have that initial Massey Ferguson combine as well. And there it is. Yep. Massey Ferguson, the 8570. This is just like the general starter combine. So can't say that I'm like super psyched about that, but it is what it is. I mean, we're starting out fresh. So, hey, we get what we get. What do we have here? Great Plains Solid Stand 1500, very small seeder. Probably going to want to replace this like ASAP, if I'm being honest as well. And okay, we have some sprayers here as well, along with a John Deere 3650. Okay, very good, very good. Was there anything else that I missed? Oh, we've got some cars. Beautiful. Oh, nice. International 200 and a Skoda Kodiak. Probably don't need 2 of these. I'm probably going to be selling 1, maybe both of these. I don't know yet.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, and this? Hang on. Wait. Look at me. This is amazing. It's almost like the game knew that I have such a love-hate relationship with Kubota. Okay, beautiful. Well, this thing is super cool. I feel like I'm definitely going to keep that. And we got the trailer to boot to go with it. Nice. Oh, and a New Holland. Wait, well, why wouldn't they just give me the Kubota skid steer? Not the New Holland, but whatever. It is what it is. That appears to be everything. I just cycled through one more time to check. One thing that I did not see that we are definitely going to need is going to be a tipper wagon. There's got to be one around here somewhere. I'm going to keep searching around a little bit. Well, I found this thing, Lizard Gravity Wagon, but it is super damaged, 100% damaged. Yeah, this is no good right here. I'm probably going to sell this. I mean, it's pretty small anyway. Only holds 8,000, and it says stones. What? It's got 8,000 stones in it? I don't even know. Okay, we're definitely going to make some changes, though. I think first change I'm probably going to make is going to be the combine head. I don't want that small head, and I know that that combine is able to hold something much bigger. So we're going to do a little bit of shopping, see what we can come up with. I'm thinking, do I need a tipper wagon that bad, or can I use the Load King? It's going to be tough getting the semi into these fields, but I think that's our best bet for now. It's our best bet, and it can hold a lot. So we'll be able to kind of get away with using that for a long, long time, especially on these big fields. So that's the plan for now. Let's go and hook up to that harvester head, and I'm going to drag it over to the store. We're going to sell that thing right now and see what kind of alternatives we can get.
A few minutes later.
How do I even get out of this barn? Where's the door? Is this it? Okay, there's the door. Is there another door? There's got to be another door somewhere. Oh, that's the only door? How am I? Come on, guys. Okay, let's just try. Let's just try. I'm not going to freak out.
Daddy, chill.
Let me just see if I can get it out. It does have a pretty good turn radius, so maybe... come on, come on. Oh, yeah, we're having issues. We're having issues. Just going to say, this is not the most well thought out way to start your day. Why would they put the equipment in here if it can't even fit out? Come on, man. Let's try something else. I'm going to pull this John Deere out first. Maybe if we get this out of the way, we will have a little more room to just maneuver ourselves. Okay. Yeah, we'll just park this guy right out here, off to the side. That should be fine right there. And let me see if I could squeeze this thing out now. Come on. Maybe if we back out. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, I think this may work. We're so close. We're almost there. Yes, yes. Give it to me. Come on, come on, come on. What's the issue here? Oh, yes, there we go. Oh, man, that was such a big job just to get the combine out of the frickin' barn. It's craziness. Now, let's go and find our header. It's got to be close by. Okay, here's our header. Let me go ahead and hook up here. Wait, actually, what am I doing, guys? What am I doing? Why don't I use my truck to drive this over? That seems like it would be much, much easier, right? Let's just park you here, and let me swap over to the truck. I think this thing can hook up to that trailer, right? Well, we're gonna find out here. Ooh, sounds real rough. She did not want to start up. One thing I can tell you for sure, there's definitely gonna be some growing pains figuring out where things are here. There's 1, 2, 3 sections spread out in different spots around the farm as far as I could tell. So I am really gonna have to try and memorize where things are. And this is the moment of truth here. Please tell me this is going to connect. This will make it so much easier if it will. If not, we'll have to grab one of the tractors. Oh, come on. Really? It's clearly the same. Wait, let's try one more time. Maybe I just wasn't lined up well enough. No. Okay. All right. If you ask me, that fits that hole. Okay. But maybe the game disagrees with me. I don't know. Let's grab one of our tractors. White tractor it is. I'm kind of thinking, guys, I may have to change a lot of the infrastructure in this place. Now that I'm looking at things, it's just some of these barns are very, very cramped, and I prefer big open spaces. So if you give me like a nice big shelter where I could park my stuff, that is way more preferable than this. But for the time being, we'll have to work with what we got. Let's just hook this bad boy up, and there we go. Okay, off to the store we go. I don't even know where the store is, actually. Hang on. Oh, right there. Oh, how convenient. It's literally right next to our farm. Okay, let's go. This looks like the spot right here, and this has got to be the sell area, right? Let me just pull up here real quick and see. I don't see anywhere to sell. Well, let's just pull it in there. Maybe if we interact. It has been a while since I've done this, so I could just be doing it wrong, you know? Let's disconnect, and let's leave you right there for the time being. So let's see. If I interact here, dealer, open vehicle. there we go. Okay. Yep. I was right. So we can get $27,766 for the 8570 header. Let's go ahead and sell that. Check. And poultry, $926 for the trailer. Okay. Don't really care. Get rid of it. Beautiful. Now let's take a look and see what options we have and what we can buy now. All right. Let's start by doing this. Let's go to the Massey Ferguson combine and just see what it wants to give us, and that way we know what not to get. So here it is, the 8570. Let's go to combinations, and that's the one we had. We don't want that one, obviously. What we do want is something a little bit bigger. So the 8570 head is 6 meters long. We can definitely do better than that. This guy's 9.2. I think that would definitely fit. Let's see what else we got. This case is 8.5 meters. That looks pretty good to me, actually. It's 28 feet. You know what? I'm feeling that the 3050 Terraflex 28 foot, and we'll have to get this guy right here. Yeah. So let's get this guy. How much are you? 10.5. Okay. Well, you know what? We could probably just lease this just to get it to our farm. I don't think we're ever going to use it again. So let's lease it. Yeah, that's much smarter if you ask me, actually. Okay, perfect. And then let's buy the header. How does it look? Can I do colors? Nothing like that? No, can't do colors. Okay, let's buy this. And beautiful. And while we're here, just to take a look, I want to see how much auger wagons are. I feel like we definitely want one of those. These like farm tech options here, the farm tech and the Bratner. I'm thinking I like this farm tech right here. It's 14 to 28 meters, M3 depending on the configuration. This one's just under 20. Let's see, how much does the bigger config cost? The 28, so it's 40,000. You know what? I think we're gonna need this. We don't need the cover. We don't need the trailer hitch. Well, wait, that would be on the back, wouldn't it? Yeah. Trailer hitch. You know what? Let's keep the trailer hitch just in case we want to add something on the back, make a little bit of a train going or something. And wheels. Which wheels do I want? I think we'll go with the BKT. That'll kind of be our style. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that. So that's going to cost us $38,250. That's not bad. We'll take it. We're definitely going to put it to good use. We're going to need it too. Oh boy. Okay, we can probably sell some or like truck in our car too to make up for that. So I'm not too worried about it. Now, with what I just did there, actually, I may have an interesting option to get all this stuff home with us here. Oh, I forgot. This thing does not start on the trip. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring the combine over here. All right. Let's get the tipper wagon at least back, and then we'll bring the combine over and get that all sorted out. And the header's backwards. How am I supposed to get attached to the combine when it's backwards? Like, okay, it is what it is. I may have to turn this traffic off, guys. I absolutely hate playing with traffic on. That might have to go. All right, let's pull off to the side over here with our tipper. We'll leave you right there. And let's hop into our combine. There she is. Luckily, the store is not too far. If the store was like a far drive, this would be a little brutal, but we're like right next door. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you hit that like button. It helps the channel grow. It helps expand the video to a wider audience, and I just really do appreciate it. And while you're at it, if you're feeling a little spicy, go ahead and subscribe as well. So here we go. We're at the shop. All right, how are we gonna do this? It's gonna be a tight squeeze. I'm probably just gonna have to like push the header with the combine. Wait, I can't. Okay, I was about to say I can't push it. I'm just driving on. No, come on, man. All right, there has got to be a better way to accomplish this than what I'm doing. Oh boy. Okay, can I lower anything? No. Okay, how? All right, there's got to be a way. I'm just like monster trucking it over here, and somehow I managed to spin it all the way around. Oh, thank you. Okay, that should at least let us get attached to it, and then we're gonna have to try and get it sat onto our header trailer to bring back over to the farm. There we go. Okay, now we got things under control here. Jeez, man. Map makers, if you're watching, don't do that. Change that. The header should not spawn in that configuration like that. Now let's see. If we go right on there, pretty sure it will just suck it on. If we drop it, right? No? Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Took a second there, but that worked out as planned. All right, I'm gonna hook up and we're gonna get this guy back to the farm. Okay, let's pull off here for a second and just game plan a little bit. Where do I want to actually start? There's a lot of different fields to choose from, and they're all big. They're all extremely big. This one's 20.37 acres. I think maybe we'll start with this one. And look at the shape of this guy. Looks like a seatbelt cutter, doesn't it? But the blade would go right in there. You use it to cut your seatbelt in case you like drowning underwater or something. I don't know. And that's what it looks like to me.
All right.
Anyway, I think this is the best field for us to start on. It's the smallest. It does have this weird little thing going on over here, but being the smallest, it should take us the least amount of time, give us a good amount of wheat, that's for sure. And it'll kind of let us get a feel for how things are going to work here. So let's go ahead and start you up. I got to get this loaded up. I'm going to leave our header trailer right there. We're probably never going to need that ever again. So I don't think I will have to keep that. Let's just get you hooked up here. And, oh, come on. Don't give me issue. No. I don't want to tip it over. Okay, this is bad news bears. And there's okay, traffic's got to go, guys. I tried. I tried playing with the traffic on. Off. Thank you. Oh, so much better. Nothing like playing a game totally isolated from anybody else in the universe. Now, can I hook up here? That's our next like goal. Just get me in there nice and slow, and there we go. Okay, well, since we're hooked up, now I can go back in here and we can just get rid of that leasing cost. Let's return this guy, the Nardy. Yeah, you are pretty Nardy, my friend. Okay, now where do we gotta go? Let's take a look here. Let me get my on-screen map up. This will help a little bit more, won't it? So we gotta drive down this way. Is there an access road that I can use over there? I can see the field. It's right there. I just need to get to it. And how am I going to get all my other stuff to it as well? Well, I think actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to harvest this little bit right here and just give ourselves a little bit of an access road to this like specific spot. Because if I am remembering correctly, we have to dump right over there, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over there. All right, let's get everything unfolded. Let's get this started here. Lower you and... what do I need to do to turn it on? I don't remember. B. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's go. I don't have access. This is my land. What are you talking about? I don't have access to this land. Get out of here. Oh, hang on. I don't have a baler. I need to turn off straw swath. Disable. There we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be spitting out a straw swath there. No, why are you doing it? Did I turn it on?
Yes.
Yeah! I think I turned it on, guys. There we go. Let's try that now. Whoops. All right, there we go. Now I believe that counts as mulching the field. So that's what we want to do. We don't want a straw swath. We are 6% full already. What am I stuck on? It's a downy service berry, I think. I hate those so much. I hate them with a passion. And it's like, this is going to make it hell for us to harvest over here with these little trees. All right, that's basically what I was looking to accomplish right there. Those trees are really in the way. I'm gonna have to figure out something there. I may not like work that section of land at all, like this far section, because there's not enough easement. I need some room to be able to operate here, you know? All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves lined up here. We're gonna have to go around and do the headlands. Geez, we're gonna be kind of sticking into these trees a little bit everywhere, aren't we? All right, I'm gonna have to work with it as I go, but yeah, we need to go ahead and do the headlands here, and then we'll be able to hopefully bring our load king in and kind of have a path for ourselves there. So, okay, let's get started.
A few moments later.
Starting to wonder if I made a mistake buying this header, guys. It's not going well on this field. I don't know if there's an issue with the field or it's the header digging into the ground, but we're struggling here. We're at about 63% capacity. It's weird because the header and the combine, look, they're not digging into the ground. It should be fine. I don't know what's going on here, why it's doing this. What I do know is I'm making a mess of this field, though. This is not going well. And there's a deer over there. There's 2 deer. What are you doing in my field? Get out of here. Get. I can't even see him. Get. Making me drive off the road. I'm just slipping and sliding all over the road on here. I think it's definitely the header, guys. Ugh, that really kills me to say that. I thought we could get away with this header, but apparently not. Well, I'm going to have to use it as much as I can here in this initial stage because I am not going back to buy that other header again. I think this would be fine if we weren't on such hilly ground, but because we're on like this crazy hilliness here, this is just what we're stuck with. But I do have a plan for how we're going to make this work. All right, forget this. I'm shutting everything down. This is driving me nuts here. Oh, let me get this guy out of here into this section over here, whatever this even is. Can I go right here? Yeah, I can go right here. It's like very gravelly or muddy or something here. I gotta go get the load king over here and unload this guy. And then we're gonna put part 2 of our plan into action. So look at that, our pipe is plenty long enough here. We shouldn't have any issues. We're holding it off the ground, no problem. It's driving me nuts, guys. Oh, it's definitely this field. Look how bumpy this thing is. Just driving on this with the tractor, I'm like bouncing all over the place. Oh man, this field is gonna be a nightmare no matter what I do on it. Well, let's do a quick offload here. And I gotta test something out. I'm going to go on to field number 9 over here and try harvesting on that field and see how that goes instead. All right, very similar issues here, so it's got to be my choice of upgrading the header. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to lease a combine just to get all this work done a little bit faster because this is driving me nuts. And that might just be how we play this. We lease our combine. We only really need it for like a little bit out of the year anyway. So that might even just be a smarter option overall. Let me go ahead and drop this guy right here. Bam. And then I'm going to park this probably just over here, and we're going to go get our new combine. So if we lease this case, which should be powerful enough for that. This is going to cost us 15,000 per day. So we're going to have to get all this work done in one day, essentially. So let's go ahead and get it, and let's swap over to it. Let's check this thing out anyway. I don't know if I've actually ever used this combine before. Ooh, it looks shiny and new. Okay, let's go. Let's get this over to the farm. Now, if this doesn't work, then I don't even know what to do, because that is going to make every field absolutely miserable to try harvesting. Thankfully, we have the money to play with, though, here. So let's see. Let's hook up, and I'm just going to try again on this field, see how things go. Let's open her up. Let me lower it down, and as soon as we can, we'll go ahead and turn her on. Okay, how's this going? Let me see. Okay, it's still extremely bumpy, but we're able to, like drive still. So that's much better, actually. Let's go ahead and get back onto that field over there, and we'll continue the course we were doing before. Okay, that went much smoother, so it's definitely the combine. It just can't handle that header. Very unfortunate, but we've kind of found our solution here, so I'm going to stick with this. This seems to be working. I got one more headland to do, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to pass it off to the AI or not, or just keep going myself. Kind of like fun to get back into this, you know? So I think I may just stick it out and do this whole field myself.
One eternity later.
Okay, last little bit of the headlands here. Oh boy, this was a challenging field. I'm glad that, I don't know, I'm glad the AI is doing the rest, I guess. So let's get this set up to go here. I mean, to be fair, the rest is probably the easy part. I just did the extremely difficult and like jarring aspects of this field, but let's go ahead and switch this over. So AI worker, we got 2 headlands. We don't want him to work the headlands, and he can start with the up-down, skip lines, don't care. Go ahead, buddy, and away you go. So hopefully he does a good job here. We're gonna have to keep a close eye on things, though, because this is a weird field. It just is. Okay, I'm gonna let this guy do his thing here. I need to get a couple other things set up while this AI begins his work, and I'm just gonna have faith that he's gonna do it well. So first things first, I need to go dump this load. Got to go get rid of this, get this trailer empty. Then I'm going to do a whole bunch of selling of things, guys. I want to get rid of the 2 vehicles that we have, the civilian vehicles, the just like regular cars that I don't think we're ever really going to use. Those are going to go. Then after that, I'm thinking I may even sell 1 or 2 of the barns just to kind of get rid of them, because I don't like them, if I'm being honest. And if I'm gonna park my stuff, I'd rather just park it like in the open, you know? That's just kind of the way it is. Boy, oh boy, this white tractor is struggling with this load here, especially in this hilly area. Okay, more adversity, but that's okay. We're up for it. I'm just happy that that guy is over there doing his thing, right? That's the main thing for me. I do need to figure out where I can even dump this, though. I have to try and get to our silo, wherever that may be. Okay, once we get to the roads, we're fine. It's just that little uphill section that was really giving us problems there. Onto the silo now. I see it over there in the distance. Okay. There's got to be a better way for us to get to that field, though, aside from just driving onto it from our other field, right? I'm gonna have to check and see if there's any roads available. And this is just such a terrible setup right here. Do we have another silo? I feel like we have another silo somewhere, don't we? Nope, that's it. That's our silo. Okay. Really weird way to get in and out of your silo there. Guess we'll just come in from the side this way. And no, I want to dump. Get it out of here. How am I going to get the load king in here? That's going to be a little more difficult. Okay, dumped. There we go. There we go. How can I change things around here, guys? Oh boy. What can we do here? You know what? Here's the first thing we're going to do. This just has to happen. There we go. There we go. Okay, this barn here, ancient barn with hayloft, or American barn with hayloft. It's gone. Getting rid of it. It's taking up way too much of our space here. And the ground is like super deformed. What is up with that? Jeez, man. Let me look around here. What else can I get rid of? Are these mine? No, they're not mine. Okay. Tell me that's the only barn I got? I thought I had more buildings than that. Oh, here we go. Okay, I got a pigsty. I have my farmhouse. And then what is this? A farm garage. Let's get rid of this garage. It's only 500 bucks. We'll leave it. What about this guy? Tool shed? Yeah, we'll leave that too. That kind of looks cool at least. This area though, this needed to change for sure. And we need to do some landscaping here. We got to level this out. So we kind of want, where do we want? Right here. And let's level that like that. Okay, it kind of worked in some spots. I'm wondering if it won't work where those areas are because of the equipment there. That might be it. I may have to go through and move some of this stuff, which I have to do anyway. So let's just do that. Oh, the other thing I wanted to sell, truck and car as well. But let's get these things out of here and see if we can't level this out a little bit better again. The Load King. I could probably get rid of that plow too, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I'll ever use that. Okay, Load King. Very bumpy. Very bumpy, but it is out of there. What else do we have? We have that thing over there, which we're going to need our tractor for. Let's go ahead and detach and get the other equipment out of there. Get this guy first. Almost had it. Let me just bag it up one more time. There we go. Okay. Whew, man. New farm. New farm. What can I say? And we'll just plop you like right there. That's fine. Let's go get the plow now. Ah, crap. We got a nearly full grain tank. I got to get over there. This work we'll have to put on pause for the time being until we fill up or unfill our guy over there. But that is everything moved, so we can come right back and just start to level everything again. Okay, let's see. Where's this guy at? Is that him right over there? I saw a flash of red, something. Yep, I see him. Okay, we need to go this way. Gonna destroy a little bit of crops here. Sorry. Oh, boy. Okay. Hopefully he stops like right there. That would be amazing. No? Okay. Maybe if I just pull up like right alongside him, he'll stop. Oh, wrong side. Whoops. All right, well, I'm gonna have to let him do his thing until he's done. And there we go. It's gonna be painful though right there. I'm gonna have to destroy some crops here. I could just take control of it myself, but we'll do it this way. Just is what it is. I could always turn crop destruction off too if I want to make things easy for myself.
A few minutes later.
All right, offload complete. We'll just back it right out. Oh, did I not block you? Hang on. I thought I had it blocked. Okay, I should be able to block it there. No, about now? There we go. Now we're blocked. So we shouldn't have our axle going crazy on us. And there we go. Much smoother. Okay, well, that's done. I'm just going to leave this guy right over here. He doesn't have to go anywhere. What are you digging into? Because we're still blocked? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, we'll leave him right here. So let's turn you off and let's swap over to our truck. This truck will work just fine. And let's see about smoothing out this ground now. Can we get this to look any better? Where are we at? Right here. Let's go here. Now, maybe if I go with soften first. Yeah, there we go. Soften's working much better. And then we'll go over it with level afterwards, after we get everything kind of looking nice and neat here. I might not even need to level that. Now that I'm looking at it, that kind of looks just fine to me. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Look at that. Much better. Much better. In the future, we'll put a shed or something here that we can just put our vehicles under that's not going to be so constricting. And next step, let's get rid of this truck and our car. We'll always have our little Kubota if we want to use that for something, but I don't see any real need to have a car like this, you know? Man, I might even sell our Massey Ferguson too, while we're at it. That's a big old chunk of change right there. How much are you going to give us for our truck here? 25 grand. Perfect. Sell it. Adios. Let's go to our car now. Where are you, car? Right here. Ooh, this is a nice car too. I wonder what our top speed is in this thing. This is a quick little fella here. I'm liking it, but I'm not liking it enough to keep it. All right, let's sell it. How much for you? 36 grand. Man, that is not money worth keeping in that car. No way. Now, last thing I'm going to sell here. Let's get our Massey Ferguson right here. Let's fire you up. I'm going to take this down and we're going to sell it as well. No need in having it if it can't power the header that we got, right? It's just kind of useless. I do have a teensy bit of wheat in here. I don't know if it's going to give me a problem with that, but we'll find out. All right, in you go. Let's stop you right there and out. Okay, how much can I get for you? 94,441. Let's go ahead and sell it. There we go. And it's gone. Okay, and now we have $202,000 that we could play with. We're well on our way to making money. We've already got twice the amount of money that we started with. Beautiful. So really, all we have to do now is keep an eye on this guy right here, haul in the wheat, and then figure out if it's a good time to sell the wheat or not right now. And I'll tell you what, this guy is actually making pretty quick work of this field here. It's going way faster with this case. If we had the Massey Ferguson with that smaller header, it would have taken us forever. So this is actually a really big upgrade here. All right, I'm going to take over here and finish up for this worker. But let me say, this field was not as bad as I thought once we got to the interior. It's really only the headlands that are a big issue. and I'll have to find a way to deal with that. As far as the amount of wheat we got, I feel like we did pretty well. I had to go and offload twice with our tipper wagon over there, so we definitely got a pretty decent amount going. I don't know if it's prime time for actually selling yet. We'll have to check that here in a minute once I finish up the last of these rows. But either way, I mean, I'm thinking, should I just sell now? I'm thinking I may need to, especially at the start here. I don't know. I'll have to check and see what sort of toys I really need or want from the store and look at money-wise. I know that there's immediately tree work I got to do. There are some sections that I want to completely clear, so I may need to even, pick up a chainsaw, possibly lease some lumbering equipment, maybe a wood chipper, something like that, just to cut down the trees that I want to cut down. And I love cutting trees, so that's actually pretty exciting. Can't wait for that. One of the sections, let me just show you this here real quick, is actually right here. I want to get rid of this whole tree area in between here and then completely connect the field so that way it doesn't look how it looks. If that makes sense. I mean, clearly it does make sense. There's this jutting portion out here that just makes everything so weird and janky, and we can definitely fix that. We have the technology. So we're going to try and do that, make that look a little bit better. And to do that, yeah, obviously we're going to need some lumberjacking equipment. So we'll look into that, but I do have to finish up this field today. So let's just get this last little bit here. I know it looks like a mess on the outside. Don't worry about that. We'll figure that out in the future. Maybe over here, we also go through and just cut everything down. I don't know, guys. I don't know. There's a lot of work that needs to be put in to get this place into the state I really want it to be. When I picked this map, I wasn't expecting it to necessarily jut like right up against the trees like that. You know what I mean? That's like there's a tree growing in the field right there. But obviously, that's no good for our productions here. So yeah, I'm going to have to do some work. I'm going to have to look into all that stuff. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should do, you know where to put it. Leave it in the comment section down below. But I do think that's a good place to wrap it up today. We got one field done. We have 2 more to go. We got the smallest of our fields done. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, this one, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe these 2 will be a little bit easier. Perhaps they're not as hilly. I don't know. We'll have to find out when we get there. And I also do want to get some shelters and all sorts of stuff going. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you drop a like, leave me a comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. But have yourselves a beautiful day, everybody, and I will see you on the next one.